Thank you, DJ Slick Vic, for the sounds. Butter 2, what it do? Oh, here we go. So when I say Butter 2, what it do? I need some love. Butter 2, what it do? There it is. I'm Tamara Payton, your Butter 2 media host, and we are ready for another artist Q&A. So sit back, relax, and coming to the stage, we have Slim Avre. Give her some love, y'all. I love your bag. Did you make that? Oh, show the people. Oh, ooh. So I have a feeling we're going to have a lot to chat about. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. There you go.
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
I'm excellent. How about yourself?
I'm great. Thank
That's
you so
good.
much. So, you guys, this is Slim's first show. Give her some love. So I'm super excited to talk with you because I mean this is history. This is your first time showing. Her artwork is over to my left, and we're going to talk more about that later. So let's just start from the top. Let's just start. Look back 5 years ago. Let's do that. Did you think that you would be here on the Butter stage 5 years ago?
No, actually, because I'm not used to seeing things like this here in my city. So, and I recently actually just started my artist career. I've been an artist my entire life, but professionally, I just got into it about a year ago. And I just started painting in college about 2018, 2019. So I had no idea that I would be a part of anything like this.
Wow, so 2 years ago. So what made you start painting?
I had a class. I have a degree in graphic design, so they had us have all sorts of art classes. So we had a painting class. I wasn't interested in it at first, but I did my own event outside of the painting class where we actually had some painting lessons, and then I just all of a sudden loved it. So I was like, yeah, let's get into this and see what it's about.
So, what would you say is your point of view? If you just started 2 years ago, I know you're probably still coming into it and learning what it is, but as of now, what makes a slim painting different than everybody else's?
Well, I've been an artist my entire life. Fashion was my first love, honestly, since a very young age, about 5. I was just telling my moms, like, you don't have to worry about dressing me anymore. Like, I got this. So ever since then, that was kind of like my stand. Everybody knew me. I wasn't really social as a kid, so people pretty much just knew me by the way I dressed, and I just took hold on to that. So everything that I do is pretty much got to do with life. So I get all of my artistry from life. So every day is something new. So I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I just got into like finding my style when it comes to visual art on canvas. So I just take the things that I've learned with graphic design, fashion, and me creating my own world, because I feel like we have the capacity to create our own world. So it started in my own personal life small, and then I started putting it on canvas, and I'm like, hey, everybody, let's just like, do what you love, and you can be who you want to be.
That's true. So, let's talk about your fashion. I remember last year at Butter, I mean, every day you were killing it. So tell us about your fashion point of view then.
I like to wear colors of this earth, so pretty much everything that I see, you will see outside. I'm very big on nature, very big on life, so that's pretty much where I get my inspiration from. Everything is life and the things that I see, the people around me, the artists that are doing similar things. So when it comes to what I have on, I don't know, I just feel it. I really have no idea. I literally just, it just comes.
It just comes. So I know that you are involved in other things besides art, and you have a heart of, I will call it a servant's heart, just to help and to better things around you. Talk about some of the things you're involved in.
Um, well, it all started around COVID time. That was around when I first got my apartment, so I really had time to just sit and think about life and what I really wanted to do. So at that time, what was the question again? I kind of got the question. I get deep. It gets real deep.
So you're involved in a lot
My
more
involvement.
than fashion. You told me that when we talked earlier, you said that you have a passion to help. And when I was listening, I want you to tell a story. I don't want to tell a story, which is why I'm just kind of trying to set it up for you.
So,
But yeah.
oh, my
No,
apologies.
you're good.
The
You're
things
good.
that I see in the world, pretty much, like, it's a lot going on, and it really, I can't move on without trying to help in some way, shape, or form. So we have a lot when it comes to the way we're treated as people, the way we treat our land. We don't take care of one another. So I look at these things that we need to improve in, and I'm like, how can I mix that with my art? So some of the things that I do outside of art is I have my own clothing line called Avre, where I give clothes to people who need it, whether it be homeless, whether it be kids who need like shirt ties, whatever. I also have my own environmental company, which is what I do mostly, called Waste Not. I'm big on recycling, big on waste management, because that is one of the most hidden things that they take from us. Like they don't tell you that we're all polluting in some way, shape, or form when it comes to like just taking out your trash. So the way that they deceived and have us domesticated is really, really deep. So I just want to let people to know to like put intention in everything that you do. So that's why I kind of mix art with the two, because if you see something beautiful, you won't be quick to just throw it away. You will make sure like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that in my life. Like, let's actually come together, think about what's going on, because we just so used to like it doesn't matter. So let's just put intention in everything we do. So I have those two companies, and I have my own project that I have coming up, my own event. It's a lead poisoning event. It's kids' environmental health, and just pretty much promoting like environmental health, because that's something that's not in our culture, and it really should be a part of our culture. Like, we shouldn't be so wasteful as people, because everything that we have, it can be reused, it can be remade. And if it can't, we shouldn't be producing it, honestly. Like, with all these plastics and things, it's like really, really no point. So that's the message that I'm just trying to get out to people. Like, hey, let's do something different, because it's just so much, everything's been the same, everything has just been like let's actually like do something that's world breaking, world changing, like that's gonna open everybody's eyes and to continue to grow.
I have two questions, and then I'm going to let the audience ask you some. My first question is, what brings you joy?
Once again, life. Life is the source of everything that involves with me. Like, God gave us the ability to create, and he created so much, so that you can get so much from that. It's like unlimited possibilities. So to think like that I have the unlimited possibility to do anything, that gives me internal joy. Like, no matter what I got going on in my life as far as happiness, I will always have joy, because I know like I have people that love me. I have people that look at me and are influenced by me, and the same thing, I'm influenced by others. So that always brings me joy.
And lastly, what is freedom to you?
Freedom is the ability to create your own life, like I said before, in every way, shape, or form. Anything that you're doing, anything that has to do with you, you should have full control over it. Like, no one should have a say so in how you move and how you want to, leave your stamp in this world. So just create. That's freedom.
Create, create, create. So what do you have coming up next? You have something that we should know about. You have
Yes.
another show. This is your first show and her first interview. Isn't that good? You're doing so well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So what do you have coming up next that we should know about?
October 1st, I have my first event that I'm throwing on for the public. I'm promoting this thing called Information Entertainment, where you come, you can have a good time, but you also leave with something that is going to make you move different the next day. So I'm big on, like, we always come together and talk, but every time we leave a situation, we completely forget everything that we just learned. So I want to kind of mingle the two and like make a way for us to actually start moving with intention and moving like, hey, let's actually get these things done and let's get these things changed. So yeah, I have that event coming up October 1st. I will have all the information on my socials. On Instagram is where I'm most active. Slim Dog Millionaire is the name.
Okay. Do we have any questions from the audience? Anyone? If not, oh, I'm coming.
Hey, Slim.
Hello.
So I have a question about one of your pieces. Okay.
It's me.
So I have a question about one of your pieces, and it's the one with the huge white one with the books. And so you have two people in it, and then there's one person that kind of has the books going through them, and I was wondering what was the purpose behind that.
What was the very last part of that question?
So there's the two people, and then you have the bookshelves in the background, but the bookshelves kind of go through one of the characters, and I was wondering what the meaning was behind that.
Okay, so it's actually an experiment from my other piece, Fields of Doom. I found a way to create this camouflage look to where the person is still prominent, but he also blends in with the land and what's going on, and that kind of represents, what we have to do as people sometimes. So I wanted to experiment more with camouflage because I've never really seen people do it in their art. If I do see camouflage, it's mostly with like
There's a
lands
seat
and
right
fields. So
here.
I'm like, how can I do something else and experiment on this more? So with the bookshelf and the clothes she had on, it's kind of like a camouflage look, and with the color of the pants of the person in the front, and she kind of blends in with the floor. It's just an experiment that I've been doing, and I really love it. Honestly, I feel like all my pieces from now on gonna have some type of camouflage look that people ain't ever really seen before.
Hey, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Do we have any more questions for Slim? Okay. So Slim, tell us how we can keep in contact with you and experience more of your art and what you have going on.
I'm on social media somewhat, but actually going to be taking a break from that pretty soon. But I will be posting all of my events, all of other people's events, just so everybody can keep in contact with what's going on, because it is a lot more things happening, and I want the narrative "there's nothing to do with Indy" to completely just decease, because that's not true at all. So social media, Slim Dog Millionaire on Instagram. Dog is spelled with two G's, and it's two E's at the end.
Y'all give it up for Slim and her first interview with people. Give her some love. You did a great job. Thank
I
you so
appreciate it.
much. Okay, up next we got DJ Chromatic.